Broadcasting live from her living room on Broadway. She's your grandma and mine. It's Dragma's Late Night Natterbox. Here's your host, Dragma! Oh, good evening. Hello, everybody. How are you all today? I hope you're all well. It's Friday again. It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. It is the weekend and it's Friday night, which means it's time for Dragma's Late Night Natterbox. How are we all doing this evening? I hope you're all well. Cheers to you all. Oh, look, there's a little demon. Looks like a vagina, a little glowing fanny in my glass there. Saucy. Haven't seen a glowing vagina for a long time. Let's see who's in tonight. We've got Sam Taylor, hello. Matt Robling, hello, darling. Nicole Bird, Claire Marie Bailey, who's become a regular, hello, darling. Sophie Shears, Sophie Hinksman, Care, you're back. How wonderful to see you. Hi, Nicole, Sophie Sparkles. Hello. Hi, Dragma. Hello. Good evening, Dragma. Good evening, everybody. What are you all drinking? I do need to know. You need to tell me. You need to be writing it down in the comments so that I know what you're drinking. Because, should anything happen to you and I have to phone an ambulance, I'd need to tell the ambulance what exactly you were drinking. Oh, goodness. Has your week been good? I hope so. Let's see what's coming up on tonight's show. Night on Dragma's Late Night Natterbox. We join Dragma for espresso martinis. This week's lockdown looks looking at post-lockdown hairstyles. And we catch up on this week's fake news. All this and more tonight on Dragma's Late Night Natterbox. Ken Gibby Gobby, what are you talking about, telling tales about you? I hear you were telling tales about me. Well, if you tuned in last week, instead of eloping and running away after burying those bodies in the garden, then I'm sure you would know what tales I was telling you. Also, may I just add, sending the post to this house long after you've run away. I am not your postwoman, young lady. Oh, Mother, hello, Mum. Hi, it's nice that you're back, Mother. Hi, darling. How are you? Have you had a good week? I'm most excited about the sunshine this weekend. It's going to be utterly fabulous, isn't it? I'm also excited about hairstyles. The hair salons. Apparently today, Drakey McDrakeface announced that the hair salons will be opening next week, which means I can finally get my do-did. Because really, if I let it all out. Look how blooming awful it is. Look at that. Oof. I'm like a tiger. Roar! Like a little lion there. Roar! Yes. I'm not a lion. Oh, I'd love to be a lion. Can you imagine being a lion? It'd be wonderful. Nice fish background. Well, it's deep sea diving, this background, I believe. We're going diving. I've not been diving for a long time. I used to be a diver. After I left the movies, I decided that I was going to become a diver, so I did. I did some. Well, that's not me. No, that's not me. I'm the one holding the camera. This is a film that I made under the sea. I was actually I was practicing for my role as the Little Mermaid. Do you know the Little Mermaid? Yes. Oh, Jamie Hancock's watching. Hello, Jamie. You just tuned in right at the right time where I'm singing Little Mermaid. Yes, I didn't get the job. No, apparently the mermaid Ariel was better at being a mermaid than me. I mean, I can't really swim, but that's another story. Yes, so, Susan Parr, what are you drinking tonight? Care, what are you drinking as well? I need to... who is drinking? Somebody's drinking WKD. Gemma Harbour. Oh, we got a newbie. Hello, Gemma. It's the first time you've tuned into this show. Lovely to see you. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Ching to you. Let us know what you're drinking. I am drinking an expressive, not an expensive. This one is an expressive Mars bar. You're apparently meant to sip it, aren't you? That's why they're in these sort of weird flat glasses. You're meant to sip them. Ooh. Oh, excuse me, how rude. That made me cough, that did. Slurping. Don't do slurping, it makes you cough. Rhubarb and ginger gin with ginger ale. Nice. And care, that sounds delicious, Mother. Ginger and rhubarb gin. I did tell you the Queen Mother used to drink gin, and that's why she lived to 101, 3, or 100 and something. My mum's beaten her by many, many, many years. Oh, excuse me. I'm really burpy. Yes, Care is drinking poop, which is wonderful. I heard it's very unhygienic to be drinking poop, but I don't care because you're no longer living in my care home, Care. So if you just drop dead of poop drinking, I will be sad, but I won't come to your funeral because I won't be allowed to. Also, have you heard of Corona poop? Corona poop. When you go to toilet, please put your lids down before you flush because apparently there's a thing called a poop flume. A poop flume, right? And the poop flume, Corona poop flume, is where when you pull the flush, poo particles go flying up into the air. They do. Yes. Well, we don't want any of poo particles floating around. Ooh, look, I just made myself... That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to... Yes, there. We don't want any poo particles floating around, do we now? So please make sure you shut your lids because we don't want poopy. I had strawberry laces gin. What the hell is strawberry laces gin? Are they strawberry laces or are they gin? Or is it strawberry lace flavoured gin? In which case, why is it not strawberry flavoured gin? Oh, what a conundrum. Jamie Hancock's on the coffee. Oh, good. Coffee is... this is coffee too. Just happens to have a little bit of vodka in it. I think that's how you say it, isn't it? Vodka. Vodka. Well, yes. Oh, I told you about my hair, didn't I? I told you I wanted I was looking forward to the hairs. The hairs. I was very much looking forward to the hair salon opening this weekend. Not this weekend, on Monday. By appointment only. But I will ring and get an appointment because it's just untamable right now. It's far too long. It needs to go. Sophie Shears, hello. Have you just come along? I've not seen it. Just saying hello now, are we? What time do you bloom in? 9:10, Sophie Shears. You are late to the party. I hope you've been here since the beginning. Let me just flick back to see if you were. Oh, yes, you were. Sorry, Sophie Shears. I'm very sorry. You were here at the beginning. You just didn't say hello. Also, how rude. My favourite niece not saying hello to her favourite auntie. What is the world coming to? Have you been bubbling this week? I'd love to know your bubble stories. You're on the wine. Oh, good. I'd love to know your bubble stories. If you have been bubbling, if you haven't been bubbling, then oh dear. You don't have to, obviously, but you know it's quite a nice thing. I started bubbling on Tuesday with my beloved, and we had lovely cuddles. We did lots of cuddles. I cooked dinner for the first time in 2 years. For him, I did. I cooked them dinner for him. And I made him eat it and then I gave him cuddles. I did, it's true. Yes. Shall we see? Because whilst I was on the subject of hair, let's have a look at some ideas for hairstyles that we could have during the lockdown. Now, I forgot to change where I am, so we're going to be having the lockdown hairdo looks within the gallery that we were in last week because I accidentally forgot to film where I was doing this segment earlier. I've been going for walks, says Nicole. Oh, good. I've been going for walks. I've been to close my rings. My watch that my grandson bought me. I'm sure I've told you this story. Do you know what? When you get to my age, you just don't know. You don't know whether you said the story or you haven't said the story or what. But anyway, my watch has rings on it. Can you see? Can you see the rings? And those rings, there's one for moving, one for exercising, and one for standing. Now, today, let me tell you where I'm at today. I have done, today. What's being a pokey poo? Let me try again. Right, today I have done only 70% of moves, so we've got to do some more moves. 70% of moves, 26% of exercises, oh dear, and 100% of standings. I've done 100% stands. Yes. Oh, thank you, Sophie. I look fabulous, she says. Oh, I hope so. Let's see how fabulous we could all look if we inspired ourselves with these wonderful hairdos. Wow, look at this one. A halo. Big halo effect of hair. I would love a halo. A halo. I would love a halo. Like a halo of hair. Mine is not far off that, I don't think. Maybe it's like the wrong colour, but yes, a halo. You could have a halo. Mind you, it does look like she's kind of stuck in a bit of a tunnel, doesn't it? There she is, like in a tunnel. With her halo. Oh, look at this. This is what I look like when I get up. This one. If you've got long hair, you could dye it pink. I think that's why the producer put this on there, was just because of the pinkness of it. The pink. Oh, look, I've forgotten to put my follow. There we go. Look, that wasn't that witchcraft and wizardry then. I just made that up here. Magic! Yes, you could have pink hair. And you wouldn't have to style it if you had it like this. You could just get out of bed in the morning, couldn't you? And just, done. But what are those? Do you think, has she made horns out of hair? Or has she actually got horns? Do you think she's one of those horny little devils? Maybe. She looks like she could be, doesn't she? She looks a bit scary, actually. I wouldn't want to wake up next to her. Thank God I'm not bubbling with that one, is what I say. You could do this look, Nicole. You could. You'd look very good with this hair, you would. Pretty damn scary. I'm not sure what Princess the Puppy would think of your hair like this. Boo! Oh, look. Big lips hair. Lips and glasses. Do you think she modelled... Do you think she modelled this hairstyle after Dragma? Do you think she was inspired by lockdown looks and thought, I know... I want a Dragma-inspired hairdo. And that's what she chose. She said, Dragma's got big lips. Because I have. Because remember, at the beginning of lockdown, when I did my own lip surgery. Well, not lip surgery, but... I couldn't go to the clinic, could I? So I had to do my own. And the only thing I could find was halloumi in the fridge. So I injected grilled halloumi into my face. Now, the thing was, I thought it would only last a couple of weeks, but it's lasted all this time. Oh, big... Perfect for kissing with. Would you like a kiss? Would you like a kiss? Come on, give Grandma a kiss. Yes. Well, big lips and glasses. But I think she's got 6 eyes by the looks of it. So I don't think Dragma hasn't got 6. Dragma's got 4, maybe 5, but definitely not 6. I don't have 6 eyes. That would be freakish, wouldn't it? Oh, look, this one's sensible, actually. I like this style because not only is it like covering her head with her hair, so it's proper, she's kind of woven it into a bit of a sort of hat, hasn't she? But also, very cleverly, it solves the problem of having to walk around with a face mask because her hair does it for her. So she's just wandering about with a face mask. perfect. But she would have to take her hair off, or she would have to wash it every day, wouldn't she? But nice thinking with the PPE hairstyle there. I think it's pretty wonderful to be having a PPE hairstyle. PPE hairstyle. PPE hairstyle. PPE hairstyle. PPE hairstyle. It's almost as bad as my Orange Mango song, isn't it? If you're a man and you've grown a beard during lockdown, I haven't. Mine's nice and smooth. I've not had to bother with a beard, with shaving, because I'm a lady. Although there are some hairy ladies. But if you've grown a big beard, like Sophie Shears, you could make it into this fabulous look. Here, look. He's kind of twisted it and woven it. Who's dinging on my... Somebody's sending me messages. They shouldn't be doing that while I'm broadcasting. Ding! Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Dinging. Oh, gosh. You know that show I was doing the other week? Do you remember? When I did that fabulous show? Well, halfway through the show, Siri started saying, "Yes, how can I help you, fabulous Princess Duchess of Wales?" In the middle of a show, he was calling me the Duchess of Wales. That blinking, stinking Siri. Siri tells me jokes, actually. Hey, Siri. Tell me a joke, please. She's ignoring me. Oh, she said just a second. No, she's rubbish. Ignore her, she's not... Tanya, you're late! Yes, well, anyway, Siri's been telling me jokes, but the other day she called me the Princess, the Royal Highness, the Duchess of Wales, whilst during a show. Ridiculous. But here, look, we could do this wonderful stand. Here with your red wine and late. Yes. After that espresso martini I made you yesterday. And you turn up late. Is that because you're so hungover today from that one espresso martini that I made you that you're just fast asleep all day? How rude, Grandma. What are you on about, Shears? Shut your beak. Oh, look, this one's inspired by my garden, only we don't have any tomatoes in my garden. Only fucking green things. So I thought maybe when I get my hair done next week, I might have a tomato do, just to sort of make it look fabulous. And in the green garden, I'll be standing out with my fabulous tomato do. That'd be wonderful, wouldn't it, having a tomato? Oh, yes, stop distracting me, you naughty little munchkins. Tanya says she's cycled. That said that posh then. Tanya says she has cycled to Sully and came back just for me. Well, thank you, cheers. Thanks for coming back, because, I mean, it's quite a nice place to get lost, I suppose, is Sully. Unless you get lost in the sea, and then it's probably not a very nice place to get lost, because, cold and wet, isn't it? Yes, and that's the end of today's lockdown looks. So we move on to the men's double mini trampoline. Basically, I just wanted a little bit of perving at this stage. I wanted to see men jumping. Look, it's going to flip over my head. Woohoo! Jumping out of my wig. Wig? Weave! It's not a wig. Dragma would not wear a wig. And if I wore a wig, it wouldn't be so bloody ridiculous as this one. Look at it. Freaking... Oh! I just realised I forgot my earrings tonight as well. Oh dear. Whew. The world is falling apart, honestly. The moment the sunshine comes out, boom, start going mad. Well, to be honest, it's because I've spent most of the day plotting my hairstyle for next week. Anyway, I just wanted to pervert some men doing bouncing. Oh, look, there's another one. Boom. Oh, gosh. Ah! I thought it was going to land on my head then. Ooh, let's watch. Oh, wee! Bang, boing, wee! Boom. Oh, the next one I'm going to see if I can catch in my mouth. All right? Let's see. I'm going to catch him. Oh! Oh, missed. I'm going to... Oh, this one looks rather tasty. I'll eat him instead. Got motherfucker! Yes! He was delicious. Anyway, time for the news.
Good evening. This is the fake news on Friday, the 10th of July. The library is open. In a warm-up to the second season of RuPaul's Drag Race UK, the First Minister of Wales has started practicing his reading skills on the British government. Mark Drakeford, who will be appearing in the second season under his drag persona Drakey McDrakeface, has been making public reads against the British Prime Minister over the past couple of weeks, with reads such as "Impersonating the Prime Minister is not your destiny, Bojo," and "Let me ask you a very serious question. What is it that you do successfully?" And perhaps the winning read, "Dealing with the British government has been an utterly shambolic experience. If ever there was an example of making an announcement first and then trying to work out what you meant by it, that is what we have seen." Snip, snip. The wait is over for hundreds of thousands of people who have been eagerly awaiting a haircut since lockdown began in March. It is estimated that 5,000 tons of unnecessary hair has been grown since lockdown began, with many people reporting a huge reduction in self-esteem and lack of sexiness. The First Minister has announced that as of Monday, people can start looking sexy again, but strictly by appointment only. This move is especially welcomed by the drag community, who've been struggling to source enough hair for their lockdown looks. Many queens have had to appear on the digital stages hairless and have been complaining about having cold heads. Return to the wild. Garden gnomes have joined the war on nature versus humanity, taking back control of the back gardens in a bid to restore the balance of justice. Maureen, our war journalist, managed to capture a gnome war live in action whilst attending a social distance afternoon tea in her friend Tracy's garden. She said,
"It was a terrible war. We were just setting up the garden for a civilised afternoon tea when Tracy's gnome collection came to life and started assaulting us. It was very frightening and I thought I was going to die."
New sports regulations. In the easing of the COVID-19 lockdown, football has been allowed to resume as a close contact sport. However, yoga classes are still not permitted to go ahead, even outdoors, as the risk is deemed too high. Following the announcement a few weeks ago, the closer you are to someone, the safer you are, as the government announced the -1 rule. Yoga is deemed unsafe because of the 2 to 3 meter distance between people in classes. Government officials have advised that yogis take up sports such as wrestling or rugby. Thomas the Tank Engine dance fever. The Thomas the Tank Engine dance fever continues to attack the world dance community, who are coming under increasing pressure to fight back against the fever. The virus has spread to the contemporary dance scene this week, as thousands more dancers have been taken over by this street cred destroying virus. There have been mounting pressure on the government to act upon this pandemic. However, the government have strongly refused to support the dance community, stating that they are not important and the arts is basically just full of lazy people who refuse to work. And that's the end of this week's fake news. Join us next week for some more fake news.
Yes, more fake news. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, something's gone quite wrong. There we go. Let's go here. There we go. Well, I'm very excited about the hairdressers opening. I'm a bit scared of the gnomes, though. I really do not want a gnome running around trying to kill me in my garden. A tiny ray of truth in those fake news. Sad face. Yes, with the hairdressers opening, or Drakey McDrakeface being part of RuPaul's Drag Race UK next series. Well, I'm looking forward to that and his reads. I'm telling you that now. Shut up, woman! Who are you? Yes, exactly. Shut it. Diesel is for unbelievers. Electricity is wrong. Steam's got the power that'll pull us along. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. The light at the end of the tunnel. Oh yeah, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. The inside might be as black as the night, but at the end of the tunnel, there's a light. This is the power of James Watt, the steaming Scott, the man who watched the pot and said, "Hey, I've got a brilliant plot when the steam is hot." Seems to make a lot of power. It could turn a wheel. Drive it down the track. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Ride it with the beat of the choo-choo. With enough left over for a woo-woo. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Oh yeah, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. The inside might be as black as the night. This is when I was in Starlight Express. See if you can spot me whizzing around there on my roller skates. The inside might be as black as the night, but at the end of the tunnel there's a light. Songs about trains, Have a wonderful week. I love you all so very, 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 very much. And I'm glad you joined in on a Friday night to see me sing my song about trains whilst drinking this stuff. Yeah! Have a magical week. Enjoy the sunshine. I love you all very, very much. That's the end from me. 1 minute early tonight to make up of all those times that I've been late. There is actually still a verse left, don't you worry, I just don't know what it is. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, there is all. Good night. I love you. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, yeah. Look at that codpiece inside. Will Rosie's magic toot. See the light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, yeah. Light at the end of the tunnel. The water boil. And goodbye to oil! At the end of the tunnel, there's a light like the sun, yeah! Light end of the tunnel. Woohoo, here I am. That's me, big. Oh, that was me 20 years ago when I was younger and fabulous. Or no, oh, she stole my blooming hair, that one. Give it back, you cow. I want my hair back. Honestly, simply the towel to its steam at the end of the tunnel.